behind. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet, not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
For the final time this season, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Pushing Limits Racing League Honda Civic Type R's race at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. The season championship is here and now on PTM Race TV. Hi everyone, I am joining you guys live here on the show as we get ready for the action and stick off and they're ready down themselves. It is going to be a battle of all proportions for these drivers. 3 feasibly coming for the title today. Let's take a look at him on the pole. And the number 5 will be the Throttle Shelltail Bottle on the outside. And the 76 will be Mike Rideout. Row 2 is the Crusader Christian Shriver. And the 14 the outside. And the 13 is Hunter Hammer and Hansen. Row number 3 is Tyler O'Rourke. And the number 8 the outside. And the 84 will be Matthew Hofford. Ryan Kenston, the 0-way, rounds out the field in the final spot. In this race, Mike Rideout, Christian Shriver, and Matthew Hofford, all vying for the illustrious season title, the closest championship race ever in Pushing Limits Racing League history. All drivers separated out by a mere 4 points at max. 2 for Shriver, 4 for Rideout. This will be the tail of the tape, the tail of the battle. Through corner number 3 into turn number 4, we're going to bring him up to the green flag. Green is out. We're racing here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Down through the center corners here, out of the gate, it'll be Shriver and Powell taking the early lead. Entering through turn number 4, O'Rourke right now going to make a little bit of a run there, right out on the outside, trying to hang down. Hansen way tight off the corner, trying to bracket it up. Hofford struggling in between. Bottle and Shriver immediately taking all the grass again. Oh, and right out there, the championship favorites. Slamming that 76-man sim racing machine right into the wall. Well, turn number 2. Got a little aggressive there. It looks like that car wasn't quite agreeing with it. These are front-wheel drive cars too, so you got to think these high banks, these high proportions, they will be a little bit of a test and a little bit of a strength to these cars late in the run. But passing eyes, it's a very tight order and a tight deal here to make every move count, make every drive count in position. Ryan Kenston trying to hang in there. Matthew Hofford early on at least laying low. Trying to stay out of trouble, it looks like. Kind of surprised by that. Hunter Hammer and Hansen right now trying to stay right ahead of Ryan Kenston here. Kenston this season had so many opportunities to get a win in under his books, to get a chance at victory lane, but as he said it, his luck just kept running out every time, or he just kept running out of driver skills. By the way, right now he's currently just trying to keep a cool head and keep a cool mind here. Mike Rideout, much of the same. The field just continues to try to hunt down the 5, who is your race leader. Where Schreier's at right now, though, would certainly help benefit him because he is currently in the driver's seat to get the championship locked up. Where he needed to be 2 points ahead of Hofford. Well, he's a good 5 positions right now ahead of Hofford. Giving him about 3 or 4 points extra on that one. That will certainly help his cause, help his fight around. Oh, right out, look out down there. Oh, we got a problem down there out the corner. We got a caution. Right out, Keniston there coming through turn number 1 and 2, and right out unfortunately feels the blunt of it. We'll have to go to the Pizza Race TV Instant Replay to see what exactly happened here, but it looks like it may have boiled down to just a little bit of a bad situation here. Right out overcorrecting himself, got a little too hard on the brakes, gets clipped there by the 08 at Keniston. Both drivers taken for a nasty little tumble. And Keniston, unfortunately, just getting more and more bad luck in his case. One more look at it here with Mike Rideout. Yeah, he just overbraked. I mean, that's an easy place to do it at, honestly. You have to be really smooth in that braking corner, especially with that little ridge and hill on the bottom of the track. That got the better of him there, and it's going to cost him dearly. The field now going to have to recenter off and reset the points up here as the drivers now get squared back into position. Oh, they wasted no time either, too. Coming right around here off of corner number 3 and 4, straight to the green flag restart zone, and we're back underway here in Nashville. Pottle went into pit road. Hansen went right behind her. Everyone else followed 1 lap later. Coming down through the corners, Hopper going to take the advantage here, trying to get himself back in the fight here. Head to head here with the guy that he's trying to take down in the Crusader, but Pottle loses a little bit of ground and speed, coverage off the turns. The outside's got some momentum there, and it's got a lot of momentum. It's just his driver taking to the outside here with Hansen. Trying to get a good corner pass on the number 13. Hansen trying to hold him on. Only 1 win this season, and that was in the dirt race end of it for Spoon Sports. And Shriver, the Crusader, only 1 for his end in Iowa Speedway. Trying to clap off the season and finally take home a title after so long in the spotlight. Out of the line, out of the frying pan, though. They are going side by side. Deadlock there. Keniston gets into the wall. 3-1 for the corner. Hofford falling back again. Shriver and Hansen just sending it right at each other here. Neither driver trying to give an inch. Hansen's not in part of the championship, but Shriver is, and he doesn't really seem to care all that much. He'll fight him for everything he's got. He has to as well. If you want to win a title, you got to take it to the line. You got to take it to fight. Drivers will never give it any easier than that. The field right now falling back low. Hoffer trying to stay out of trouble here with O'Rourke right in the mix. Some ground and pounding. Oh, look out there. A little rough and tumble off turn number 2. Hansen trying to cut the corner. Instead, he gets a little piece from Shriver. Keep in mind, this is the battle for the lead, and also this could be a battle for a championship. The 14 trying to lay low. He doesn't want to try to push his agenda too much there on Hansen, but Hansen, again, doesn't seem to really mind too much. Just hard racing between these 2 drivers, but neither one giving an inch. Down the legs here onto the front straightaway. It is still Hansen by about a car length. Behind as well, O'Rourke and Keniston and Hoffer now battling for position. Johnson for that runoff. Either or right now going forward. Hoffer can't fall back too far though. He's struggling. The 84. Last week at Hickory, he had a mistake at pit road. This time it seems he can't get the car to go where he wants it to go. The points leader's in trouble. And O'Rourke right now trying to get ahead. Right out looking for the same position, looking for the same run. Diving them down through the corners here. Every driver for themselves. O'Rourke got a good run going through to Hofford to the inside. Hofford way wide. Trying to hold down the 8. He'll manage to hang on for just a little longer right now. Bottle's starting to creep back up as well. She's looking for some position and looking to try to get her first win of this season. She's not been to victory lane in quite some time. And now pushing limits in. Still winless this season in the Honda Civics. And I think that might be a first for her. She's had a win in every single season except for this one. Driver only has 2 wins to his name in the pushing limits end, which after this race will no longer be called that. You'll see more about that on their Facebook and soon enough. Look at this now, driving off fence and up to top. Driver had enough. Hard racing, corners it down, and he's got the pass. Can he get him cornered off 4? It looks like he does not have enough. Hansen still hangs on the outside. The 13 just will not give an inch. And either Shriver is going to have to either give him the old bump and runs or he's going to have to fight him a little harder. Oh, there's an opening. Drives it wide off the turn and back to the corner. Shriver got him. Shriver down to the bottom. He's trying to get away. Hansen gets him through turn 1. Hansen just clipped the 14, the championship racers. Came through turn number 3. Hansen and Keniston catches a piece of Shriver as well. Shriver trying to hang on. And Pottle getting into it with Hansen. Coming through turn number 4. All drivers right now are in a bloody warfare to take the win in the championship home. Hansen literally getting knocker there with Shriver, but then all of a sudden gets right back into it with him. Oh my goodness, Pottle literally also making a good little use of that, letting him trying to get around to him as well to make the pass. Hansen hangs on. He'll stay a race leader, but Keniston also got a piece of Shriver there. Shriver had a block in his mind. He had no choice. He falls back anymore. He gives Hofford a chance to catch him up in terms of position. He's got to stay 2 spots ahead of him to win the title outright and has to keep Rideout away from getting 2 spots ahead of him. Rideout right now currently struggling a little bit. Hofford trying to keep his composure and keep his speed up, but he just can't seem to get this 84 to corner up at all. It's hard to really say what's going on in that mind of Hofford here. It seems like he's got the line dialed in, but the speed is not there. He just can't get it to corner. And he's trying, and he's hurting for everything he's got, but it just will not go. Slight damage on the front of the nose of Keniston and as well as the rear side there on the rear tires there for Shriver. Will that affect for the championship run? We'll have to see, but he definitely took a few good look hits. Hansen tried to get a run there coming on turn 4, end up going diving down low, and then said, hey, let's see where this one goes. They end up almost completely taking the 14 out of commission. Pottle will then try to get right underneath and try to make the pass, seeing an opening for the lead. Didn't quite work out in her favor. Rideout now also putting the points leader behind. Rideout is currently trying to save a little bit of tire. He's saying on the radio, I want to save my tires up and then gas on it for the last laps because I feel like this will keep going green. Only 1 caution so far, and it was all due to just unfortunately Rideout over braking into the corner. And the car is slipping out just a little bit underneath. Pottle coming right back underneath now. Look at this. Here we go. Battle for the lead. Chantel Pottle trying so desperately not to go winless this season. Looking to get right underneath the 13 of Hansen the same way Shriver was just a little bit ago. Firing them back through the corners. Looking for the bumper. She knows how to use it. She's a former front-wheel drive car driver herself. The 14 kind of laying back right now. Probably just hoping that these two don't get into it a little bit. He knows if he gets any damage or any wreckage, he will have a lot of problems on his hands. Pottle going down low. She's going to try to sneak it in there. Hansen, though, sneaking it back to the outside. Both drivers just will not give an inch. Great battling back and forth between these two drivers here. Hansen still somehow coming out on top. The exits are what saves him. But it seems as though Pottle is looking to just give him a little bit something to think about on that bottom lane. But I think if Hansen's looking at it from this angle, he's saying, if I go to that inside again, I'm going to be in trouble. I've got to stay the outside to hold everyone off. Shriver looking on, trying to get something figured out as well. Braking when he needs to and hitting the gas back when he should. This is exactly what he did at Oxford, and exactly what they do at Hickory last week. Get on the brakes properly and gas on it later. Bottle getting clipped up there by Hansen. Hansen hanging on just for a little longer. This season 7, the final season under the Pushing Limits Racing League banter, has been one of the craziest, if not the craziest seasons you'll ever witness in a season championship stake. The points couldn't be any closer. The race winners couldn't be any more diverse. And some still searching for that first one. Here comes Ennis on the outside. Shriver does not want him there. He knows Hopper can catch up at any point, but right now he probably wants to have his spotter talking to him because that 84 is 3 seconds back of Rideout and 5 seconds back of the entire field. Hofford is having all sorts of problems, but he doesn't really seem to care about that. Keniston on the outside, gonna use the run up. He gets it right ahead up front to 14 of Shriver. Back and forth, back and forth. These drivers just continue to rage war. Neither one wants to give it up. Neither driver wanting to give in to this. All they care about is this final race, this final win. Field working their way down. This is maybe, other than Kentucky Speedway, the most competitive race we have seen all season round. Not in terms of just speed and components here, but also the power and the drive. These drivers are facing up against one another. Trying to draft off the 08, trying to get some speed up and try to build more power up. The 14 trying to keep him right in deadlock. Tyler O'Rourke right behind Shriver as well. It is the 14 having deja vu to what happened last week at Hickory. He got clipped by the 8. He got clipped by the 13. And he got clipped by the 76 late in the run as he was leading it. Is he thinking about that? Or is he just focused on trying to hold the line down and keep everybody behind him to try to hang on for the title? Hofford at this point seems to have all but given up. He is currently 4.5 seconds back of Rideout, and the speeds of the 84 is losing out in traction. An incredible season for the Inspection Center number 84 team. But has he lost out on this one? He does have a season championship to his name in the Dirt Series, back from Pedal Limiter Racing League. But he was so confident, really hoping to bring one home on the asphalt side and the dirt side and the road course side of things in the most competitive championship season yet. The only thing in even rivals would be what Pedal Limiter Racing League brought to the table just a couple Sundays ago. That, in my opinion, is still the most competitive championship race season ever in terms of what we saw, the winners we had, and how close it came down in points. This one would put it as a close second, but Hansen right now wants to capitalize on it too. Right back down on the inside there. Big battle coming off. The 08 of Keniston opening the door up for Shriver, and Shriver perhaps not having any more of it. He's going to try to drive her into the ground. But the more he does that, the more he's giving Tyler O'Rourke the room he needs to make a pass as well, if he decides to. Oh, Keniston off turn number 4, almost taking the 14 out completely again. Beats, banging, bumping, the 14 just can't catch a break. It seems though in his mind every driver is out for him today. And when those late models come out and then the Monday Night Series here soon enough, what makes you think it'll be any different with these guys? They will be putting more bumpers, more fenders, and more skirts together than it really should ever become. Just absolute insanity. Shriver trying to get that inside, just can't get a run on him. Now O'Rourke right behind, trying to get up there between the two. Rideout right behind him, looking to try to get some speed built too. These cars seem to almost be getting the draft sucked into that rear end spoiler. Putting every driver at bay and trying to put every driver on the fences on what they'll do next. And the eyes tell the tale, they tell the story. Chantel trying so desperately, so hard right now just to get an opportunity or a chance here to get that win and maybe get a little redemption on Hansen. Those two have been at each other's enemies and each other's sweet friends, if you say so. They've been at it for so long. But the battle's at Kentucky as well. And look at that. 8 of O'Rourke going to the inside, trying to make the pass on Shriver. Shriver wasn't having it this time. He cornered it off and blocked it again. He's got to be careful. That's the same thing he did at Hickory. And he ended up getting completely spun out of this one. Rideout is literally coming back. He was 5 seconds back of the field. How is the 76 still in this? Rideout to the inside of O'Rourke. Trying to fight out. Shriver going back at it with Keniston again. And this time he'll finally get a run to the inside. Keniston looking to maybe corner him off. Shriver goes back down low. He's going to block it. Keniston this time backs off. He doesn't want anything to do with it. Now the Crusader in the perfect position. He's trying to hang on. Bottle trying to get back up there to Hansen, looking for some ground, looking for some coverage. 16 laps remain here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Somebody is going to win this race, but which one will it be? And who is taking home the title? Hofford has all but called it quits. The 84 is done for the night. That means it'll be down to Rideout or Shriver. Unless Hofford gets a caution to completely bring it back in. This one's over for him. O'Rourke looking on, maybe trying to build a little more speed, but looks like even he's struggling to keep the car in check. The steering not quite turning as well as he was hoping for. Those right side tires, the right fronts especially, have got to be feeling the pressure, feeling the burn in the turns. Despite the fact the car is a custom setup, it is still a car. It has tires and it will burn rubber off as it goes along. Hansen continuing to defend off and continue to put the pressure on the 5 of Pottle. The laps wind down, 13 to go. 13 for the 13, that's his lucky number, or is it? He got clipped by the turn number 2. Pottle having none of it now. She puts the skirts to him, the sides go. Off turn number 4, side by side for the race lead. Pottle finally found an opening on the 13. She's trying. She's pushing. She's shoving. They're connecting. Shriver and Rideout right now looking on. These two are going to go head to head in a minute because Rideout just found himself another leg as well. Pottle trying to hold it down. Looking for the win. Hansen's got one. She wants one. Hansen wants the second. This is literally madness, I tell you. Rideout trying to get around Shriver as well. If he can get 2 spots ahead of Shriver, he's got a chance for the title. And back off the corner yet again. They go connecting off the turn 4. How has Hansen hanged on? How has Pottle hanged on? 10 laps to go. Absolute madness here yet again. They're going to put it side by side. There's the side skirt and the bumper as well as the door-to-door action. Hansen trying to hold on. Shriver just looking to hang in there as well and keep Rideout behind him. He could care less about the win. He just needs to keep Rideout behind him. He'll stay low. He's going to block the bottom, trying to hope to put the 5 ahead of 13. Trying not to get too aggressive, though. Hansen gets a good run off there. Rideout, look at this, going to the outside. Trying to make the move. Now cast in the bottom. He almost gets it there to Rideout. Couldn't quite get it away. Top 5 on your screen with this final leg of the race. Only 7 remain coming off of turn number 3 and 4. Hofford has put it in pit road. He's done. The 84 is done. We'll have a champion crowned after this one. But will it be Rideout or will it be Shriver? Rideout been a part of the league for 2 full seasons. Shriver been constantly working his tail end off on the broadcast end, but at the same time racing it out. And he's trying this time after 3 years to finally get to victory lane in the championship hunt. His last title came in NASCAR Heat 4 in the Rookie Series Truck Series. But it could call it anything else but rookies, where they had multiple drivers battling it for the top spot week in and week out. Rideout still trying to get the first run off his resume. With 5 laps to go, he's putting everything he's got to the 14, but Shriver again, he sees where he's at. He learned his mistakes from Hickory. He defends it and blocks it off. Rideout had to go to the outside again to try to get some speed. Shriver using the 5 as a little bit of a tractor if you can, and at the same time trying to get her ahead to Hansen. Let them know their choice. He's got to do what he's got to do just to try to keep the 76 behind, while at the same time battle it out to keep the championship on his grasp. Down through turn number 4, hanging on, 3 to go. Hansen right now looking for win number 2. And a hellacious, absolute, awe-inspiring fight from start to finish. He put it to Bottle, he put it to Shriver, and he even took down O'Rourke, one of the fastest drivers so far this season. Had it not been for one race, he could have possibly been in that hunt. 2 laps to go. The white flag will charge up next time on by. Rideout trying to get to the 14. He still can't quite get a run on him. Here we go now, coming off the corner down through turn number 3 and 4. White flags in the air. Hansen, Bottle, Shriver, Rideout. Who will it be? Hansen goes in wide, dives it in deep. Bottle trying to stick to it. Shriver gonna have to go to the outside one more time. He thinks he's got the run to keep Rideout behind. Indeed he will. After 3 years of trying, Shriver will finally claim the title. But Hansen will become victorious at Nashville. Hunter, Hammer, and Hansen hammers all down to the mat and down to the ground. The 13 victorious here at Nashville. His second race win of the season. And his celebration is about to commence. But after 3 long years out of being out of the spotlight, the 14 Crusader himself, Christian Shriver, will finally claim something he has wanted to do. He has returned to the kingdom that he once worked and built to claim. Rideout deserving all the credit as well. Fought so valiantly and so hard to get to this point, to get to this position. Only just to come up just a little short. What a season, though. What an absolutely awe-inspiring, incredible season from start to finish. Here's your final results here. Hansen, your winner. Bottle, second. Shriver, the champion. Rideout will take home second in points. O'Rourke will go for 5th. Kennison 6th, Hoffert 7th, to round it all out. A last coup de grace and a last celebration from these 2 drivers. Your race winner, and there's the champion. That will cover Pushing Limits Racing League's final season. Ladies and gentlemen, from all of us here at Pizza Race TV, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you all for coming on out. We will see you on Monday night soon enough under a new league and a new banter. But for now, thank you, Pushing Limits, for all the wonderful memories.